Okay, the camera cut out for no reason, but I found this automatic card shuffler at thrift store, and I play Yu-Gi-Oh! Problem is, only one half of it works. So we took it apart, and we figured out the problem is this thing has this little nub here was loose and wasn't touching this gear. So we're going to put a little bit of glue on the edge, and we're going to see if it works. So that's where the button goes. My grandpa's helping me with this. We should wait till we put the case back on.
Well, we don't want to run it till that glue's dry anyway, Nathan.
Yeah, okay, so we'll come back.
We'll come back to it. Yeah, in the meantime, we'll look at this thing that makes all the noise.
Yeah, this is a secondary problem. See what it does is it shoots the cards in through this little slot. That little nub here flips them in, and it will send in every other card. Pretty neat, actually. So it shuffles it for you. The problem is, when this actually works, this thing here makes a huge racket. This side, this very side that's broken. My personal thought is there's these two little nub things on the edge of it. Hang on a second. I don't know that you can see that, but there's two little nubs here and here, and one of them seems to be making contact with the box, making a lot of noise, and I don't like it, so I'm going to try to fix it. Instead of just going, it goes, it's very annoying. So, just carve that off. Should we put this back together while the glue's drying? So that card dried off, so hopefully now, when we run it later, the little shaft dealy will stay in place. That thing won't make a huge amount of racket. I'm just going to move this here so that should be good. And that should do it. So I don't think we should run it quite yet, do you?
No.
Yeah. So we'll come back to this. Okay, so it's been quite a while, so we're gonna see if this works. And you're gonna need to pay attention to that little gear there. Find the button. So let's see here. Just try to get this to work. Okay, so as we can tell, it did in fact make it work again, like so. Come on, come on. Yeah, whatever, you get it. But it's still making a terribly large amount of noise. I think I see the problem here. If you look here, you can see that it hits right here. The other side goes right past it. And why is that? Because this thing still has this little black sleeve here. So we're gonna need to figure out how to get rid of that now. Man, they did a shoddy job here. Just random tape. Alright, so I'm gonna try to see if I can't figure out a solution to that, and then we'll be back. Okay, so the problem here is not actually over here, but the gear occasionally gets off a little bit, and makes a slight bump sound. Which makes a huge amount of racket when it is running. So gonna push this over here. We either gotta figure out what's wrong there, or just the terrible amounts of racket when we shuffle. Got any ideas? Yeah, you can see it gets stuck there for a
This
second.
one here spins.
That one spins perfectly fine.
This one spins just fine.
Ergo, the reason it doesn't make so much noise. This could be related to the why that little gear came out. It could be because one of the teeth was off. Ergo, the reason it's making the racket, and why the little gear thing came out until you glued it. Yeah. So I don't really see. Ooh, broke the casing. Oops. Oh well. Shouldn't be a big deal. Just a little crack. Put that aside before I lean on it again. I don't really see what we can do here to fix that. I mean, the box has screws.
The only way to fix it would be get a brand new gear, which is not going to happen.
Yeah, we'll just have to live with it. Let's just put it back together. So that's the problem. Okay, so we're just gonna reassemble this. A bunch of screws. And just going to make sure these are in place perfectly. Slip on the cover. Just gotta sort of carefully place this on. Probably didn't help that I made a little crack right there earlier, but I don't think that'll hurt anything so much as it will annoy me. This here box isn't very stable. Alright, finally got that screwy bugger to stick on. Had to put the screw in the bottom. Now it's nice and tight for the most part. And obviously still works, just makes a lot of noise. Seems a pain in the butt. Yeah, okay. So I'm just gonna just sort of like a montage of me putting in all the screws on this. First of all, we're gonna put the case back on finally. Should go right back on. Yeah. Come on, you bugger. You bugger, you bugger man. There. I forgot the button. Ah. Casually talking about dinner, like who cares?
Well, a man has to eat when he's working.
Yeah, it's important to
Hello.
keep your energy when dealing with old pieces
Pieces of junk.
of junk that are made in China. I thought that this would maybe just be a piece of junk made in the States. Surprisingly, this was late enough to be a China junk. What a pain. pain in the butt. How are those cards coming?
We're very close to having them in numerical sequence.
Okay, I got this thing on now. Appears to be in working order.
What do you know? You got it fixed.
Yeah, I'm gonna put in the last 2 screws I've got. There are 2 at the top. So 1 at the top, 1 where's the last one go? That it is very short, but it is very cool looking. I appreciate some novelty items. That should do her. Alright.
Alright.
Still incredibly noisy, but
Red,
whatever.
black. Cards
Okay.
are in order.
Okay, so you have them in numerical
Numerical
order
sequence and color. Black, red,
by
black,
color.
red.
So split the blacks onto this side and the reds on this side because we're racist. No, I'm kidding. Alright, some upside down. I'll put them cards over there. And just put those over there. And we are going to see if this works. 3, 2, 1. That works pretty good. So just pull them out and show us what we got here. Well, I set it to low right,
It missed
but
a
it's
whole bunch of it. It missed all the diamonds. It didn't pull the diamonds in. So one of the stacks of red didn't get pulled in at all. So it's all still numerical sequence.
really now.
Yeah.
Huh.
Let's do it again. Let's put the red back.
Okay. That's kind of odd.
Yeah, it's not really. I guess maybe this thing is by design. Probably needs to have them run through more than once.
That's what I was figuring. I was gonna run them to like 3 or 2 times or whatever. Did it shuffle them at least mildly well?
Yeah, mildly.
That's what I figured.
You got big chunks.
I was figuring you just take your
Looks like I
cards.
got all these
you
two
split them in
first, and then
half.
These are still sitting here, and then
Yeah, I think the side that's noisier is slightly
all the black.
faster. Okay, let's try this.
Hold on. And the rest of the red.
It's still fun to watch though.
See, these are
What happened?
that's
Good.
like a little.
It's not working really well.
Whatever reason, this side here feeds out a lot slower than this side.
I think I messed something up when I reassembled, maybe. Let's see. This one goes about here, and that one goes to about there. I don't see any problems.
Okay, turn the hand.
Wait, this is slightly off compared. That's slightly off compared to that. Huh.
Maybe that's just a setup, but maybe that's why it didn't work perfectly.
Maybe that could be.
But at least it's
Partially.
working now.
It
You
works.
can just
Yes,
put
it
them
is
a couple
functional.
times,
So
it'll work.
yeah.
And switch them over. The ones that are on this side, you know.
What really sucks about this card thing is that
I usually just go
you
like
get them out of
that.
there. It's like in the dance, actually.
Yeah.
Alright, let's try. Let's take half and half. This is what they usually do with these things anyway. They take half and half and throw them in.
Huh. It seems to do one side and then the other. Maybe if we put less cards over on this side and more over on that side, it might be alright. So, what did we get?
But what does the do if you put all of them on one side?
It just shuffles them in the same order.
Oh,
Yeah, it puts them in the same order. Although it is amusing to watch. So, that's a bit problematic. Another problem with this is trying to get cards out, like I said, but I guess we could just take this off. You flip it upside down. That'll be a way.
Let's put more over here
That's what I think.
and less over here.
Alright. That works good, just like I said. Okay, so,
All right, let's put
let's,
See a sandwich on there you like? Want to try?
I'm gonna focus on this while you guys talk about food. So, it, didn't do half bad, I'd say. They're definitely not in original order. Some of them are, okay, we got a straight
Mediterranean veggie,
row of all reds here, but
chicken, bacon,
I guess it's not too bad.
Italian, Philly cheesesteak, or super spicy down below.
Well, it almost mixes them up well. See, it sort of does a good job. I think it's
Oh!
So
partially
you could get
functional.
a medium two-topping pizza and a sandwich.
So the automatic shuffler, oh sorry cat, hit the dang cat, takes a, I believe 9 volts here. Let me pop this open, see the battery. Get your battery here, it's a bit old. Yeah, 9 volt battery. It's obviously quite a few years old. I don't know how old it is because there's nothing on the bottom stating its age, just that it's made in China, which isn't surprising. Oh no, I think it's kind of cool. I really like this. It wasn't bad for $2, although kind of a pain in the butt to fix. If you could find one for a similar price, I'd recommend picking it up. This is just a little jam I picked up at a local thrift store after the garage sale I went to, so. Okay, just quick aftermath. We took out the old battery, put in a new one, and this is the result. Okay, still little problems with that left side there. I did screw it in tighter, I thought that was a problem, but as you can see, a lot faster, a lot better, and a lot noisier.